Assalamu alaikum students. Now once we have understood the concept of current, so simply current is the flow of charge through any cross section of a conductor in unit time. How much charge is going to flow in the conductor in any cross section? If you are going to check it at any cross section, if 15 electrons are crossing this very cross section, if you are going to take same cross section here, definitely same 15 electrons are going to cross here because the current will be same. So this is how we are defining the electric current. Now finally we got an equation I is equal to Q by 2. Now we have to write about the units of electric current. Now if, as we know, I is equal to Q by T, as Q is expressed in ampere, the SI unit of this, Q is expressed in coulomb and T in second, then the unit of current, then I is given in ampere. So simply 1 ampere equals to 1 coulomb by 1 second. So 1 ampere is equal to 1 coulomb per second. This is the unit of what? This is the unit of electric current. What is the unit of electric current? The unit of SI unit of electric current, SI unit, standard international, which is used everywhere. The SI unit of current is coulomb per second, which is called as ampere. Now if you have to define 1 ampere, how can you define? So when 1 coulomb of charge flows through, when 1 coulomb of charge flows through any cross section of conductor in 1 second. When 1 coulomb of charge flows through any cross section of conductor in 1 second, then current is said to be, current is said to be 1 ampere. Or you can write it like this simply. You can here also define 1 coulomb. Here you can also define 1 coulomb. How much is now 1 coulomb? 1 coulomb is equal to 1A into S. So charge is said to be 1 coulomb when a current of 1 ampere flows through a cross section of conductor in 1 second. You can define here 1 coulomb. 1C is equal to 1A into S is ampere and S is for the time. So 1 coulomb is also 1 coulomb you can define as 1 ampere is defined as when 1 coulomb of charge flows through a cross section of conductor in 1 second. Now 1 coulomb is defined when 1 ampere of current flows through a cross section of conductor in 1 second. Now you can take this you can define this very current in terms of electrons also. That was generally defined as charge can be anything, but if you are having this as a conductor and through any cross section of conductor, here we're going, if there is n number of electrons flowing, n number of electrons flowing through it, so as we know I is equal to now how much? Q by T. Now if this Q is equal to n into E, where n is the number of electrons, if 2 electrons flow, if 3, if 4, if 5, if 10 electrons flow, then the charge is 10 into E. E is having the charge 1.6 into 10 is power minus 19 coulomb. I'm here just showing current in terms of number of electrons. As we know, I equals to Q by T. Now I am saying if there will be flow of n number of electrons. Once we are defining the current, it is not only electrons, it's any charge. When the charge Q flows through any cross section of conductor, then you have to define at that very time current. Now I am saying once there is n number of electrons flowing through cross section of a conductor or material or metal, then you have to say I equals to Ne by T. This is how we can define current in terms of electrons. If sometimes it is given that 10 electrons flow through a cross section of conductor in 1 second, 10 minutes, whatsoever, you can calculate the current like this: I is equal to N into T, Ne by T. This electric current is a scalar quantity, because it does not obey the vector laws of addition. It does not obey the vector laws of addition. Does not obey vector laws. Although it's having magnitude, it's having direction. You can say 1 ampere current, 2 ampere. It is having the direction of current is from positive to negative. You have to remember here the direction of current is from positive to negative, conventional direction, positive to negative, like this. This is the direction of current, opposite to the flow of negative charge. Direction of current is direction of current is opposite to flow of electrons, or you have to say negative charge, whatever may be the charge. So it is in the direction of electric field. The direction of electric field is from positive to negative. So the conventional direction of current is like this. It is IC, conventional direction of, but you have to say IE is like this, I electronic. But we are always taking the conventional direction of current. Direction of current is taken from positive to negative. So it is a scalar quantity, although it is having magnitude and direction, but it does not obey the vector laws of algebra. And plus you have to understand that it is measured with a device that is called as ammeter. It is measured with ammeter, as potential difference was measured with voltmeter. So current is measured with ammeter and potential difference is measured with voltmeter. You have to remember these two very things. And voltmeter is always connected in parallel to a circuit, and ammeter is connected in series. It is always connected in series to a circuit. It is always connected parallel to a circuit. So it's having a positive negative terminal. It's having a positive negative terminal. So this voltmeter, you have to remember, it's always connected in parallel to a circuit. It's always connected series to a circuit. As electric current, although you have to understand, like, although it's having the magnitude and direction, but still it is a scalar quantity. We're having still more interest 1 milliampere. If we're having 1 milliampere or 1 milliampere, that's 10 raised power minus 3 ampere. 1 microampere, that is 10 raised power minus 6 ampere. As for the voltage, 1 millivolt, if we are having 1 millivolt, it is 10 raised power minus 3 volt. If we are having 1 microvolt, it is 10 raised power minus 6 volt. These were some you can see the smaller units of this very voltage or current. This was the lecture regarding the current. Tomorrow we'll be having another lecture for this. Till then, Allah Hafiz.